Hi folks, welcome back to this video. I'm Samik and today I'm going to speak about Claude Code for beginners. I was using Cursor earlier. Now you can see I'm making a video on Claude Code. The reason is Cursor has changed its pricing model and 500 requests are not nearly enough. And at the same time, they have changed their usage based pricing and they are charging based on tokens. So if you use very minute task also, then also it charges you a lot. Earlier it was 0.04 and that was very reasonable, but now it is not reasonable, and that's why I had to look for different alternative. And now I am shifting to Cloud Code whenever I hit cursor's limit. So I hit my limit, and today I watched a lot of videos, lot of instructions on what are the beginner instructions for Cloud Code, and that's why I'm making a video. I've tested everything, and here is the full disclosure. Let's go and see what are the 8 instructions I have accumulated for you guys. So these are the 8 Cloud Code instructions. I will link them, or I will copy them down directly in the description below. So you can copy it and save it in your desktop. So before starting, there is one more thing is very important, and that is pricing model. If you want to use Claude Sonnet 4 model only, then you can go for Pro or Max. And if you want to use Claude Sonnet 4 and Opus models both, then you should go only for Max, because Sonnet Opus 4 is not available for Pro users. So for if you are very comfortable using Sonnet 4, then go for Pro. And for me, Sonnet 4 is more than enough, because majority I have low like intelligent tasks, so I have more of a long running task. So I need something which is cheaper and which is scalable over time, and that's why Sonnet 4 is good for me. And let's get back to the video. So there are two ways to install Cloud Code, and that is either through extension or through CLI. So if you go to the official website, you can see there is a CLI command, and if you go to terminal and hook up this into your terminal, you can do that. You can do this, or the second option you have right now, and that is using any VS Code 4 like Cursor, Windsurf, or anything which is made from VS Code itself. So whatever tools support VS Code, you can use that, or it also comes with JetBrains support also. So you can go to extensions and search for Cloud Code. Here you can see I have already installed the Cloud Code. You can install it either in you are using JetBrains or VS Code based IDs. After you have done that, there is two options, two ways to open Claude. One is through the split terminal. So you can see I have this split. So this is how in the right or in the left my Claude Code will open. So the command for that is, if you are using Mac, the command for that is command escape, and if you do that, Claude will get initialized, and you can see it is just using terminal only. So you can see this is the terminal view. So if I see, you can see I can kill the terminal. So it is nothing but a fancy way to call Claude. The best way is to use terminal, and that's why we will press command J in any VS Code port, and we will terminal will open up, and in fresh mode you can go, or you can also make make it open in a split view. That is up to you. And after you have opened this in terminal, you can just type Claude, and this Claude will have the current present working directories, that is pwd. Will have like Claude will have this pwd. You can see current working directory is this one. So this is one of the SaaS I'm working on, and you can see I'm right now in page.tsx, and it has the context that I'm working on page.tsx. And if I select something, you can see 7 lines are selected. So, and now if I give any context, it will know what I am referring to and what I'm not referring to. If you were using cursor earlier, you had to do command I like this one in cursor, but yeah, this is also great. I just don't need to press command I just need to move to terminal. Yeah, things are pretty much similar in that way. And if I give something in context, I can do. But if you are using terminal, and if you're using plot for the first time, it is in the auto mode. And if you're not on the max plan, then you need to worry about, because it sometimes refer to opus model, and if you don't have subscription, it says that upgrade to opus. So what you can do, this is the first command for the beginners, and that is the model. So if I go here, and you can see I can just model it, and I can select the Opus or the Sonnet 4 or the default. So if you're in the Pro plan, go for Sonnet 4. Sonnet. And you can see Claude Sonnet 4, 2025, 514 May is selected model. So now if whatever I give, it refers to Sonnet. Now this second command or the instruction which we need, and that is how to stop a running task. So for example, maybe this is the instruction I have given. Now this is a mistake, right? And I want to stop it. In terminal, the initial way is to stop it, used to use Control C, but Control C doesn't work. So in Claude, you have to press Escape button, and once you have pressed Escape button, you can see from the keyboard, you can see it is interrupted by user. And to close this Claude terminal, what you have to do, you have to press Control C twice. Control C, and you can see press Control C again. And if I press Control C twice at the same time, Claude closes. So this was the second instruction we had in our list. Now let's back to third instruction, and that is terminal setup. So right now in my terminal you can see Shift Enter is working. So but if you are using Plot for the first time, this won't work. So what you have to do, you have to do terminal setup, and you can see install Shift plus Enter key binding for new line. And if I do this, it will install, and you can see found existing cursor terminal Shift Enter key binding. So I don't have to do it. But if you're new, you can do it. So you can refer like this, and this is very easy, you know, to give context. And since command A doesn't work in terminal, what you can use, you can press command and you can press delete to delete the line. And if you want to, if you want to just delete the word itself, you can press alt command, like alt tab, alt button, and then delete button, and it will delete the word. So this is how it works, and we will just go back. Okay, so let me show how alt delete works. So if I do command delete, it will delete the whole line, but if I do alt delete, it will delete the word, and if I do command delete, it will delete the line. So this is the second instruction which many beginners don't know how to use terminal. So this is a really good instruction. And the third one, and that is to install GitHub. Right now I have linked cursor bugbot and Claude Code for reviewing all the PR what I made in this repository. And to my surprise, Claude Code is more efficient in reviewing the code. So you need to install this setup, and that is install GitHub. But before installing GitHub, what you need to do, you need to make sure that auth login is already set up in your client, like client. And again, you have to give this permission: auth refresh, GitHub repo, and then workflow. This permissions you need to give. So run this to task, follow the instruction, and give all the permissions. After that, run this command: install GitHub. And once you do this, you can see GitHub CLI instructions is following, and I can give enter different repository or use current repository, and it is telling me to install one app in my CLI, but I've already installed. So I will press enter, and you can say update workflow, skip workflow, exit without making changes. So you can update. So you can follow the instructions. It is very intuitive to know. And after you have followed the instruction, you can see a pull request will be created into your repository. And once that is merged with this branch, you can go to Claude Code review, and you can go to direct prompt. So this direct prompt was very big in my opinion, and I want it for my use case. So I have changed it to my use case. So you can see I have asked it for look up for bugs and security issues, security leaks, and then told it to give me in bullet points and with possible solutions what I need to do exactly, and do not report on code quality or best practices. Only report for bugs, potential, and security. So and be concise. This is the direct prompt you can give. Again, I will copy it. If you need it, just paste it. Okay, so I've paste. I will give this in description. Now now the fifth command which we need, and that is drag and hold shift. So right now, whatever images, if for example, I have this image, and if I want to do this, this is done. But maybe let's go to this one, command escape. If you are using command escape, and now if I try to drag something, it is opening on to the new tab, right? So it is working in terminal, but when I do in this editor, it shows the problem. So what you can do, you can drag any of the image and press shift, and once when you press shift, it automatically refer this. Again, if you don't want this URL, you can just press command enter and this works. And again, I will just control C to close it, and once I kill this terminal, I have this terminal. So you know how drag and drop works. Now if I do want to shift, you can do. Now the important part again, which is I have not mentioned here, and that is if you're using Mac and if you're using, for example, screenshot button, right? So maybe I want to screenshot something, and if you, and once it is screenshotted, and if I press command V, it is not working, but if I press command V, control V, it works. So you can see this is maybe a bug which cursor team didn't resolve for the Mac users, but this is something which is very interesting. You can just press control V, and whatever something is there in the clipboard, it will automatically get copied here when it comes to the image. So you can see it is getting copied, and I can tell what is the image about. I don't worry about my spellings because it uses tokens, so it finds the nearest relevant word. So it understands it. I'm talking about image. The image shows a cloud configuration file like cloudchat.yaml and something blah blah blah. Okay. And if we see the instruction, see the screenshot. Okay. I don't know what screenshot did I give. So anyway, you understand how the clipboard works. And if I show this was the copied, okay, this was in my clipboard, not that one. I made a mistake when I did this one. It actually copied this one, right? So this is not the same screenshot URL which I made. So you can see in my clipboard these are the P images, and you can see how to use control V. Just use control V and it will get copied directly into your terminal. And let's come to the next instruction, and that is the clear instruction. This is useful. So whenever you are using a lot of command and you are using a lot of things, you can see here, you will see that context is used up to 50%, 30%, 20%, a limit is shown. So for that, at that time, you can use clear to clear the conversation history and free up context. So every time you are implementing a new feature, you can free up the context, so it doesn't refer to another context. And if you want to use that context and create a new conversation, just like we do in cursor sometimes, you can use compact. So these are the two commands which you need. And after that, we need to understand, for example, I need to add MCP server. Okay. So for adding MCP server, earlier for cursor, if you go to cursor, you can always go to cursor settings, and you can see I can add models like the, let me go, okay, chat tab. Okay, tools and integration. So they change a lot. So you can see I have 3 MCP servers right now, and that is browser MCP, context 7, and review git. So I have not installed the review git and browser MCP right now in the Claude Code. But what you can refer to, let me just make this a little bit more clear. So how to add MCP server? So Claude has its own documentation, and if you go to Claude's MCP documentation, how to add MCP server to Claude Code, it actually refers like how to use Claude Code to add MCP server. So you can go to this URL. I will just mention this in the here. So I will just link it in the description below, and this is the command you need to add. So before adding this, you need to check whether what are the MCP servers already installed. You can just press MCP when you are using Cloud Code, and it will, okay, not this one. Let interrupt this slash MCP, and you can see what are the servers we have. So you can see context 7 field. So what we will do, we will make sure to install the context 7 again. So it has added. Now let's hook up the Cloud and let's see MCP. And you can see it is connecting and connected. So you know how the MCP servers work and how to add. So you can refer to this documentation on how to add any of the MCP server. It can be HTTP server, it can be SSC server, or it can be standard input output server, or it can be anything like if you want to list all the MCP servers and things like that. So how to add MCP server, you know how to add now. And this is the last instruction, which is Claude dangerously skip permissions. So this comes. So right now, whenever you are using cursor, when whenever you make edits, it asks for accept or reject, right? So you see the editor, but in Claude Code you cannot actually go to the UI and make changes. So what it does, it shows all the UI updates in the CLI itself. So when it shows it, it asks for whether you want to accept the changes, whether you want to reject it, or whether you want to select no, and also at the same time give the prompt you want actually to give. But what I want it to auto edit it, and I will review it manually through this command. So whatever I edit, for example, like this, everything hooks up here. So I can just review what was the changes made. So I like this feature rather than going through each file again and again. And it also blocks the token usage, and at the same time I need to sit in my desktop to actually review all the files. What I want it to actually do all the changes at once. I will test it, and after testing it I will just review the code, and after reviewing the code I know whether this code is good or whether this code is not good. So that's why I you can just go to before starting Claude, you just need to do this command, and you can see it will ask permission. Yes, I want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. So I've just given yes, I want to do it, and it will apply it naturally. So whenever I do something here, it won't ask me for permissions. And if you want to skip this, and if you want to make sure that dangerously skip permissions don't work from now on, you can just reset your Claude Code CLI, and it will again reset the permissions. So you can do that. So this was the most beneficial and the shortest video I can make on the instructions which you need for Claude Code. This is one of the best way to like make edits, and I really like how to make edits through through Claude Code, I would say. And the only caveat is I cannot accept each like the edits like accept yes or no. So it is not good initially for UI updates, but it is good for backend, because in backend you always need to test out things, then you know whether the things were correct or not. So for that, what I will do, I will always limit myself to git commit. So whatever changes happen, I will just see. And there's one more thing which you need to know. So what, for example, I have hooked up this instruction, and I want to also hook up new instructions. So you can see it add this to queue, and you can see once that is done, you can see it is following this command. So you can add this. So this was not earlier in the cursor. Now it is there. Now you can see it, this is in queue, but earlier it was not there. So this was again a this is again a great example of Claude Code. And for example, if I don't like something which Claude has suggested, like the feature I don't like, I can always discard this file, and it will always revert back to the original changes. And now you can see I have the whole Claude Code set up in one day. I did it, you can do it, and this is the best instructions you can get. And if you have any more suggestions, please link them down in the comments. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.